babe, I'm gonna sit down and hold your hand while I say this. You're not gonna be able to execute that makeup tutorial that X, Y, and Z gurus are trying to teach you unless you know the technique. So we're taking it back to the basics. We're gonna learn how to blend our eyeshadow, and we're gonna keep it simple. We're not gonna overcomplicate anything here. So sit down, grab a chair, maybe a noteset, and let's get to learning. The first thing I want you to do is take some sort of a round fluffy brush. You're gonna dip it in your concealer of choice. It could literally be any concealer. I'm gonna take your brush and literally just start to swipe a little bit of that product onto your eye. And once you've got a good amount on each eye, you're now going to start to blend this. Start in the center, work my way inward, and once I get here, I swirl my brush because that inner corner, y'all, will make your makeup look so unclean if it's not covered. So make sure that area is covered. And then once you get to the brow area, just kind of go back and forth. Just very lightly diffuse the color. Remember, do not forget this area here. It's so important that this is covered to make sure your makeup looks clean. Now you're gonna take a translucent powder on a fluffy brush, tap off the excess, and then lightly dust all over the concealer base that we just put down. That same brush that we used to set the lid, we're also gonna use for our blending work. So what you're gonna do is take a bronzer or an eyeshadow of choice. It needs to be at least 2 to 3 shades darker than your natural skin tone. Saturate the brush in it and then tap off the excess. This is what I wanna teach you. I'm gonna start on the outer corner of your eye and literally just wiggle that product. Wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it, wiggle it until you deposit a majority of the pigment there. Then you can start to make your way up into the crease. I'm literally holding my mirror this close at an angle. So if you can see, it's kind of like this. Once you get that color deposited, then switch to windshield wiper motions. If you feel like you're losing product, just re-up a little bit more. And then repeat the process. Again, you want the outer corner to be more saturated and go back and forth. I personally, to create a really nice lift for my eye, I like to bring my shadow out and up. You can see I have a lot of space here. Some people don't have a lot of space there. You can skip that part if you don't. And just keep going back and forth until you have your desired look. And the reason why I think this technique is the most helpful is because the darkest part of your shadow needs to be around the lash line anyway. Now what you can do is take your face powder, like a pressed face powder, down into your mirror. I patted it on first to deposit, and then I'm kind of swiping back and forth to diffuse. This is gonna give you a really soft, beautifully blended eye. It's easy to work with these because they're already in your skin tone range, and that's it. That's literally it. And then you have to realize that once I add my complexion products, it's gonna make the makeup pop even more. But this is such an easy way to practice your blending.